What's your name and what village?
My name is Toby, and I'm from the Leaf Village.
Have you ever been with a porn star before?
No, I have not.
Did you want to try?
No, absolutely not. I feel very uncomfortable with that. Very dedicated to my girl.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I don't want you because I got a girl.
Look, your girl isn't even here.
No, it do not matter.
You're on the bang bus right now. You think you're not going to get banged? Okay, I'm the boulder now. Just give you memories. Your girlfriend isn't here. She's never going to come back. I don't like cheaters anyways. All right, let's go to the next one. It's okay.
I wasn't even acting.
That's it, brother. That's the way it is, cuz.
That brother's from the village, Hidden in Commitment. It was supposed to be a skit, but by the end, he said I wasn't even acting anymore.
Excuse me, I have a question. What? I have a crush on you for like the last 5 seconds. What's your name? It's always the fridge protecting the snacks. Bro, it was going good.
And that's pretty much feminism in a nutshell. Unattractive or unhappy women who don't have access to the minute they want, convincing attractive women to become unattractive. Kim Kardashian is so good at blocking, she need to bring her big back ass to Dallas. Dak Prescott'll never get touched.
I didn't believe in love at first sight until I saw you.
Sit on my face and I aim my way to your heart.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
What's a turn off for you?
Like really insecure men.
What's an insecure man?
He worries too much about what you're doing and how you are.
I feel like you've cheated before. Tell me how that happened.
Oh my gosh. It was an accident, all right?
Okay.
It was just a spring break, fun time, a lot of stuff in my system. It was a long night. I don't even remember it.
Let me get this straight. He's insecure if he's worrying about what you're doing and who you are. Clearly, you cheated on him. That is gaslighting 101.
If you a man and you let your woman manipulate you by calling you insecure, leave that girl alone and let her cheat in peace. You know you too weak to leave her anyway. Let that woman cheat in peace. When she calls you insecure or controlling, she's saying, please, brother, let me cheat in peace. If you still going for that in 2024, you damn near deserve it.
Hey, she said if I beat her in a race, she gonna give me her number. Is that true?
If you could beat me in a race,
I can have your number. All right, bet.
I just got a feeling that you slow, so.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
What?
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Oh shit, my fault.
You got it. What's your excuse now? What's your excuse now?
You didn't beat me by that much. Let's go, boy!
He came with the Usain Bolt riz. That boy was running like he left the oven on.
We're taking a closer look at a dramatic East Lubbock standoff where multiple shots were fired and one person was injured.
39-year-old Felix De La Rosa was wanted for a parole violation. That's why officers tracked him to the hotel. But when he fired shots, they called in the Lubbock County SWAT team. At one point, we saw and heard him fire at a bomb squad robot. Take a listen. It sprayed tear gas into De La Rosa's hotel room. Initially, De La Rosa tried to fight the robot, even throwing sheets and what looked like towels at it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
But that didn't stop the robot from deploying gas. We watched as De La Rosa crawled out of that window and onto the ground where the robot pinned him until officers took him into custody.
I don't know, man. Wally been acting different lately. How you gonna get beat up and de-pantsed by an 8th grade science project? That looked like every level 1 robot on every video game ever.
We were together for 15 years. We were married for 7. It was a beautiful thing, and we still had, like, you know, the normal ups and downs. But I will say we didn't have a relationship where we argued all the time. Yeah. We didn't have a relationship where we were dealing with infidelity or stuff like that, you know, during those times. We didn't have that type of relationship. So, because we were friends first. Yeah. You know, so it was always like, that's my homie. It was just something in me as a woman. I cannot explain it to where it was like I was battling myself. You feel like I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's something that's pulling me away from doing this. But why would it pull me away from my husband? I'm battling in the midst of that with religion, like what the people telling me at church and what I'm getting spiritual advice from, and then I'm battling with it with myself. Like, why am I feeling this way? I'm talking about I'm going to therapy for myself to figure out why am I feeling this way towards my husband. And the way I was feeling, it wasn't like I felt resentment towards him. It was almost like I was withholding a piece of me that I couldn't give him. I'm sitting on the couch and we had a small issue, and that small issue was back that pattern. Now, mind you, we done went to therapy for this. We done had talks for this. I done talked to you. What did you get from this after I said? To make sure you understand, because I love to communicate. And I'm sitting on the couch, y'all, and I kid you not, God told me, that is not your husband. Wow.
You're a demon.
So she basically using God as an excuse to divorce her husband. And I go to the comments and guess who I see? My boy Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. Shout out to him. This is what he said. Utilizing God in order to justify wanting to go back to the streets is demonic. God ain't talked to you in the decade y'all were together. She's not for the streets. She's for the highway. I absolutely agree. And it's crazy how much you see fake Christians using the guidance of God to justify their bad decisions. And women with this type of mentality are becoming a big issue in the church. I kid y'all not. I can't make this up. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
You can't make this shit up.
I went to church 4 weeks ago. There was a female pastor that came in as a guest pastor. This woman stood up there and said, God didn't want me to be with my first husband, so he bought me a new husband. And all the women in the audience started cheering. Me and my wife got up and walked out of that church so fast it'll make your head spin. I just couldn't believe that she would say that, and I couldn't believe the men in the church didn't say anything about her saying that. And I understand people make mistakes, but nobody asked. Keep that shit to yourself. If you're taking money from people because you claim to be the voice of the divine, I'm gonna hold you to a higher standard. With great power comes great responsibility. That must have just been the devil trying to get me to walk away from the church again, because I'm telling you now.
We only 2 weeks into this damn thing and I'm ready to give up.
Which hobby makes a guy undateable?
Pokemon.
I'm not a fake girl's girl like half of you girls here in Miami.
Never.
Okay.
One thing about me is never be fake. So.
All right, babe, and that's what I'm not.
Are those breasts real?
No, they're not. What does that have to do with my personality?
You just said never be fake, but much of
We're talking about
much of you is fake. That's the
okay.
challenge.
Okay.
It's like there's no reality.
Big bag. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with all the different drinks. Ya se rindieron, no manchen. Keep chugging, big bags. Big bag.
You know it's one of them badass kids recording this. It's one of them kids with silver teeth in their mouth.
My dad right here, y'all, and these are the top 3 things he taught me on how to cheat and not get caught.
Okay, how to cheat?
Dad, how you gonna leave?
Come on, tell him. I want to hear it. Tell him what do you teach him? ¿Cómo que un carajo? Dile. No, tell him.
Wait,
I want to hear it. I want to hear it, because I want to hear this.
So he said,
what did he say?
Number 1 was pay everything with money.
Tell the second.
Make sure she's married.
You know what? Okay. Come give me the biggest part.
Damn, my bad, Dad. My bad, Dad.
And what I wanted to say was I pay for cat, but I'm not paying for it because I can't get none. I mean, I can't get none, but that's not the reason why I pay for it. I pay for it because I don't care about your first name and I don't care about your last name. If you thick and dark skin, I'm trying to get it on right then and there. Like I say all the time, how you want it. Cash App, Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, however you want it, I got it. But I'm not one of them goofies who pay for it and get finesse. Before I pay for it, you gotta sign a contract. You have to sign a contract, guarantee you gonna give me some play. I make girls sign a contract. And another thing for all the dudes who think I'm a goofy. If you brought 2K25 and brought $100 worth of VC, what are you? You're buying virtual currency. I'm just buying cat. And yes, I did buy VC for 2K25. But what's the difference? You feel me? You're buying VC and I'm buying cat. However you spend your money is how you spend your money. And how I spend my money is how I spend my money. You feel me? But I did buy VC too. I ain't gonna sit there and lie.
I never will condone men paying for cat, but I will say I respect a man with this opinion much more than I respect a man who subscribes to her OnlyFans, pays a woman money, and never even gets to see her. Like, brother, you done spent over $200 in subscriptions and she ain't even touched the pickle? I don't condone it, but you can at least go get yourself a little lap dance or some hell. Again, I don't condone it, but if I'm spending $400, I need to hold something.
I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
You can't make this up.
You're voting for Kamala? Yeah, you are. Okay, cool. What is the main reason you're voting for her?
We have the same birthday.
What? Man, hell no.
No, you wasn't supposed to say that.
Oh, yeah.
You was not supposed to say that.
After that one.
I am definitely voting after that one. Yeah, you wasn't supposed to say that, car. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
That's not.
We're doomed.
No.
Lord help us.
I am 25 weeks pregnant today, and I feel like going for it. Please.
Oh my God! Yeah! Get ready with me! Get ready with me while I go to Target with my husband's credit card, buy a bunch of pumpkin shit.
How would you feel if I told a guy that I'm outside?
Okay, somebody asked me if I'm at the somebody asked me if I'm at the studio. I said,
that's not what you said, baby.
That's what she said. She said, "Are you free tonight for the studio?"
Okay.
I said, "I'm outside."
Okay.
That means I'm not free for the studio. I'm outside.
Okay.
What's the problem?
That you outside.
Alright, y'all, the peep game. Have y'all ever seen women say what they would do if they were men for a day, and then you realize that women have the most unrealistic expectations of what it's like to actually be a man? Ladies, I'm here to tell y'all right now that if y'all were men for a day, most of y'all would check out of this hotel that we call life. Because, nigga, this shit is hard as fuck. Every time I see women talk about the things that they would do if they were men, the first thing I always see is, I would fuck a whole bunch of hoes. And that's how I know that y'all have no clue what it's like to be a man, because what makes y'all think that every man just gets a lot of hoes? If you were a man for a day, you'd be invisible to most of those hoes. So I don't know where y'all be getting that from. Like, yo, you know how you be hearing girls say stuff like, oh, I love when I go to the grocery store and nobody hollers at me. If you were a man, that's just a normal day for us. Nah, for real though, because a lot of girls don't even shoot their shot because they're scared of rejection. And that's something we got to face on a daily basis. Another thing that be getting me is y'all be like, yo, if I was a man for a day, I'm going to have to see what pussy feel like. Shit, good luck getting it. Yo, you know the pussy that you're going to be fucking? This right here. Y'all women seem to think that it's just so easy to get pussy. Like, there's a certain percentage of men that can get pussy easily. For most men, they're not getting that shit. And another thing, do you not realize the shit that we got to put up with just to get pussy? Most of y'all are not going to do that.
Yeah, I've noticed that women only pay attention to the lives of the men they want to date. Like, they'll say men are oppressing us because 0.01% of men are in positions of power, and they'll look at the glass ceiling while completely ignoring the glass basement. The hundreds of millions of men that have died in war, that pick up trash on a daily, that do all these hard, dangerous, dirty jobs that keep the world running that women will never have to do. They always seem to conveniently ignore those hundreds of millions of men. Even in dating, it's funny because the women still admire the rich men, but they lash out on the average men because they have a hard time trying to get the rich men. Think about it. There's a dude cleaning a sewer right now that's getting blamed for the oppressive patriarchy because there's another guy sitting in office.
That's crazy. Women actually say that.
Every woman, bro. Watch this. Excuse me. Quick question. Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear.
Why the bear?
Because men are very unpredictable sometimes when they're straight, usually.
You don't think the bear's unpredictable?
No, because I'm a crazy bitch, so I'll scare it.
You could take a bear?
Yeah, I'm Colombian. I could take the bear.
How would you take a bear?
By screaming and being big like you're supposed to.
How big can you get? Can you show me? You have no chance. Now do you believe me that every woman chooses the bear?
Oh, hoes be wildin'. I ain't gonna. That's one thing I learned, bro.
So what's your
cleavage
move?
is distracting. Just looking forward here. Facing Mecca.
But you've put the sunglasses on, so I can't see when you look.
That's the point, sister. What are you doing with this dress? Come on.
I just got this dress today.
Oh, it's a keeper.
I've never worn yellow before on the show.
I didn't even notice it was yellow.
Let's say that you. Oh my god. That sounded so painful. Are you okay?
Wait, that actually.
Are you?
As soon as he hit the ground, every light on his dashboard came on.
Yo, brother. I'll take a joke.
Sure. Read that.
You just got robbed.
Here's the thing about settling, ladies. You have to realize men have been settling. If you think you are the woman of his dreams, you are sorely mistaken. Again, men will marry the woman that is good enough if she is unproblematic and useful to him. All the other stuff that you think you're exceptional at, somebody else can do. So please believe you are not the one settling here. And over the course of the lifetime, because we naturally slow down as women, because men are built for the long haul, they will carry the burden. So they're doing that for somebody that is not their first choice.
I never heard a man can't say I settled. We learn to love what we got. This house I'm in, this ain't my dream house, but it's my house and I'ma protect it. So if somebody come in it, the last thing they gonna see is the light on the end of that barrel before they meet Jesus. I'm telling you, you gonna be doing snow angels on the carpet. They gonna have to come get you because it ain't much, but it's mine. Yeah, and we loyal too. My brother's a Panthers fan. I'm sure that's not the team that he want, but that's the team that he got, and he gonna be loyal to him.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay, Becky. Have a seat.
Oh, nuts. There's nowhere to sit.
Hey, Becky, how about you sit on my face? Yeah, right there.
Were you able to identify the sexual harassment in that scenario? Becky used the word nuts, which is offensive to men.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wake up!
This is not an iPhone. This is a $3 trillion military-grade lethal weapon aimed straight at your brainstem. If you're watching this, it's because your most primal needs and impulses are being weaponized by to get you to give up all your precious minutes and hours down to the last second. This is done with an invisible asymmetry of power. Tristan is the foremost expert on this, and you should watch his whole testimony in front of Congress, but the bottom line is this. You are being fucking harvested.
Exactly. I made a video yesterday, and at the end of the video, it was talking about how capitalism has already conquered all of the physical world, so the only place that's left to expand is to conquer the mental world. So now the companies are competing to take every second of your life that they can. And this is true, and that's why you gotta be careful, because the only companies who call their customers users are drug companies and social media companies. But social media, like pharmaceuticals, is a tool, and it depends on how you use them. Benadryl is great for helping you with your allergies, but if you take 6 of them, you ain't gotta worry about sneezing no more, that's for sure. Social media is a tool, and it can be used to enhance your life, but you have to be intentional when you use it, and I don't know what it is, but humans tend to be bad when we have powerful tools. The Wright brothers created an airplane, a beautiful technology where you can travel the world and visit people in other countries in 1903, and by 1940, they were dropping nuclear bombs out of them. So yeah, it's a great weapon, but you can't turn the gun on yourself. Just don't be mindless. Be intentional when you use it, whether that be for ideas, motivation, or knowledge. Monitor your algorithm. Don't let the algorithm control you. Try to control your algorithm. If it's something you see that you don't need to be seeing, press not interested. And for the love of Christ, absolutely none of this.